Welcome everyone. Experience kuting bang na khang na MCS combined competitive exam C stage home thong na pang thok pani prelims, mains and personality test. Any graduate who has attained the age of 21 years is eligible to apply for this exam. To start with, every aspirant must be thorough with the MCS combined competitive examination rules 2022 that got published on the 22nd November 2022 by the government of Manipur. Then comes the strategy. To crack this exam, one must have an overall strategy. It's not just about clearing the prelims exam, it's about becoming an MCS officer or MPS officer. So one should focus on four things. First, understanding the requirements of the exam and what is expected from the aspirants. To understand this, one should be thorough with the syllabus. One should know each and every word that is mentioned in the syllabus. Then consistent preparation. Haidi yamna consistent in a prepared obamachangi based on standard books. Then comes the practice. Previous year question papers like which was published by R. Gupta. Then test series. Then comes revision and guidance. You can take guidance from successful candidates, online platform, or from your coaching institutes. If you see the prelims exam, there are two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Both has around 200 marks. Each board has 200 marks each. Paper 1, if you see the general studies, it has 7 important topics. First is current events, national and international importance. So for that, current events ki damakta vision the IAS or next IAS or any coaching institute which you feel relevant and important. Last 1 year events covered to you. Then Manipur ki general knowledge by A. Tondon Singh. Then Hindu newspaper. So you can read about the current events. Then history of India. History of India simaru in ancient India duga freedom movements yam focus oi. Ancient India ki ina all NCERT class 11. Then medieval India all NCERT class 11. Modern India class 10 and 12 NCERT. Spectrum history adumok pabiai. Then world geography. India and world geography, then focus should be on physical geography first. That is considered as the Bible of physical geography by G.C. Leong. Then fundamentals of physical geography, class 11 NCERT. Indian physical environment, class 11 NCERT. Then comes the most important thing, Indian polity and governance. Yamna su common oi baduga day-to-day life. So the most thing naba current topics related sing covered over the kawaigani. Then Laxmikan polity, one should read. And if you see the syllabus, certain words are mentioned like Panchayati Raj, then rights issue. So one should be thorough with that. Aduga, maruina preamble, fundamental rights, fundamental duties, directive principles of state policies. Pazana kup na khangmam changi, maramdi many questions have been asked from this section. Then economic and social development da ID rural economic notes adum season abiyai aduge economic maruina basic definitions like growth, GDP, repo rate, reverse repo rate, CRR, SLR, inflation, exchange rate, RBI, fiscal policy, monetary policy. One should know about it. Aduga government of India gi various schemes. Then economic survey, which is about to come. Then budgetary provisions, which is about to come. So one should focus on that. Environment, see, because of the climate change and various important topics, it is very crucial. Sankar IS Academy, then Baijugi last year, I think they uploaded 3 videos, one can refer to it. Then there are certain topics on environment and climate change and economic survey. Then Hindu, once a week, I think they publish certain articles related to environment and climate change. Then comes general science. For general science, I think class 9, 10, Haitare Bosemgi, science ki lyrics sing adum pabayai. Then Arihant general knowledge ki science ki section adum pabayai. Then prelims ki GS paper 1C 200 marks ni negative marking lagani 0.33 of the marks assigned to that question. Aduga 100 questions hangani hai basi haidi koigi examination ki notification haida in the set rules ta mentioned taude. Aduga prelims si khudam onarakanda ikoigi notification 7 December 2022 gi notification da it is about 100 vacancies. So in prelims exam they will select around 12 to 13 times 1200 or 1300 students they will select in the prelims exam. Now let me discuss about certain topics related to current events. First, like suppose Olympic Park Manipur gi Sangai Thilgi Han Mani in notice this Olympic Park. See they have statues of 19 Olympians, 7 from hockey, 4 from boxing, 4 from weightlifting, 3 from judo, and 1 from archery. One must know the names of all the Olympians. Then comes World Cup football. It was quite success. One must know certain details about World Cup football. First inaugural tournament, see 1930 they held the opening. Then first Asian team to participate Indonesian national football team. First FIFA World Cup held in Asia, South Korea and Japan in 2002. Aduga hausi phobode there are 22 winners. Maximum is with Brazil 5 times, Germany 4 times, Italy 4 times, Argentina 3 times, France 2 times, Uruguay 2 times, England 1 time, Spain 1 time. Aduga 2022 ge World Cup football game mascot si live, that means super skilled player. Aduga India see, interestingly, India was qualified in 1950 because other nations in their qualified group withdrew, but India didn't participate in that. Aduga one, you know, everyone to Kylian Mbappe haidare. He scored a hat-trick in the World Cup final. Like him, Geoff Hurst, he also scored in 1966. He was an English player. So they are the only 2 players in the history who scored hat-tricks in the World Cup final, FIFA World Cup final. Venue selection see through ballot system, one can read about the details. Then comes Ukraine war. There are 3 things one must know. Operation Ganga ID, it was initiated by government of India to bring Indians stranded in Ukraine. Then Russia have annexed 4 places of Ukraine, Donetsk, Luhansk, Kherson and Zaporizhia in November 2022. I'm not talking about the legality of it. Then SWIFT, this payment gateway, various countries have announced that they sanctioned against various banks of Russia. So SWIFT payment gateway, one must know about this. Then G20, it is very crucial for India. India see President Sini received from 1st December 2022 to November 30, 2023. So G20, they are 19 countries plus European Union. Then comes Global South. Global South Forum is also very crucial. Global South least developed or developing countries in Africa, then South America, then Caribbean, Pacific Islands, Asia, Israel, Japan and South Korea, they are excluded. So Global North and Global South Sea, Brent line, it is divided by Brent line. One should know about it, BRANDTH line. Then comes demonetization. There was a recent judgment by the Supreme Court. One should know about this section 26 close to RBI Act 1934. India, after independence, it happened 2 times. Once in 1971, in 1978, another in 2016. Before independence, it happened. Demonetization took place in 1946 also. Aduga Sangai Festival sahi khudingi Manipur da pangthokpani, and this time it was quite popular. Aduga 33 tribes, I suppose, recognized tribes Manipur ge moigi showcase tauba. So one should read about this festival. Recently there was a demand for ST for Meitei community. So in this regard, one should know which is the authority in India or which is authorized or empowered to confer this ST status. Then comes Indo-Myanmar border. There are various issues regarding this, regarding border fencing. 4 states border with Myanmar, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, and Mizoram. Duga maximum Arunachal go even duga Manipur gana around 398 kilometer. Then comes inner line permit. It got introduced very recently in Manipur. Like in Manipur, there are other 3 states, Arunachal, Mizoram, Nagaland, where there is ILP. And in UT of Lakshadweep also, there is a system of inner line permit. Then comes Election Commission of India, because there were certain observations by the Honorable Supreme Court of India regarding the appointment of election commissioners. So role of Election Commission of India, one must know. About the appointment system, one must know. Then comes national political parties. I think we have 8 national political parties. One based only in Northeast, NPP. Recently, Aam Aadmi Party, I think they were supposed to apply for I think they are eligible to apply for these national political parties. Aduga, what are the conditions one must qualify to become national political parties? Then comes COVID pandemic vaccination. COVID variants, vaccines produced in India. What are the vaccines that we produce? So one should be thorough with that. Then comes Indo-China border issue. LEEKLAM issue, stand-up, then Nakula Pass. There was a stand-up. So it is in Sikkim. One must know about that. Then Mount Harriet. Recently, South Andaman Island, Mount Harriet Sea, it was renamed as Mount Manipur in memory of the sacrifice and the valor shown by Maharaja Kulachandra and other 22 freedom fighters who sent to Kalapani and kept on Mount Harriet after this Anglo-Manipur War 1891. Then comes Sagul Kangji. Recently, Marzing Polo Complex was inaugurated and dedicated to the people of Manipur. Aduna Sagul Kangji si, I think Ningthau Kangbagi matamna dokibane around 3100 BC. So one should know about this. INS Vikrant, it is very crucial because it's the first aircraft carrier constructed by India by Cochin Shipyard Limited, and it was commissioned in September 2022. Then other poppy cultivation, now it's a big news in Manipur. Why it is legal? why it is illegal, then what is the scientific name of poppy, what is its uses, then Joshimad issue. Aduna Satra Singna Maruina experience Singna, Heidi MCS Werga, MPS Werga, Thabuk Tauge, Manipur corruption Muthatke, Aduga, Tauriba Tabukuna positive changes Kara, Heidi Angamba and level the Pangthok Naba, Heidi with good intentions, with best thoughts and with best prayers. One should be committed for the preparation with dedication, then you can become a performing civil servant. So thank you very much. I am ready for any suggestion. See you as a civil servant serving our great nation. Jai Hind.